Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Legacy Illusion Deluxe Class Bombshell, the third member of the, well, cartoon Insecticons. I'm going to go and put them off the side real quick and look at the box, which, yep, there's Bombshell and his Beetle mode, Transformers and Legacy Evolution, his name, and all that stuff Takatomi has about 8+. And on the side here, you have his robot mode, including a close-up. Up here, of course, you have the tech specs QR code if you want that. On this side, you have the line-wide artwork. On the bottom, you have manufacturing stuff and what's included. On the back, you have warnings, copyrights, and, of course, some product shots, including the Evo Fusion. So there you go. And, of course, you have the instructions, which, you know, there is some stuff. So considering the fact that this is more or less a somewhat of a retooling of Shrapnel, it's actually not as similar to Shrapnel as I thought it would be. But anyway, Bombshell. There's definitely one thing that some people really don't like about this, which I kind of, yeah, it does look a little goofy, and I'm about it, but the head. The way the head works, you can see there's his face and everything. It's the hell, oh dear. Yeah, the way they did this was kind of like, I'm sitting here going, I'm not sure what they could have done really, considering how he transforms and everything. It's one of those weird things, but beyond the head, you know, I do like the face itself. I've always liked Bombshell's weird knight faceplate, you know. Yeah, medieval knight faceplate thing going on. So there's that. The chest, you can see purple, gold. Of course, not gray. There's a good chance, though, we're going to get a gray release at some point, some way. I don't know how. I don't know if people really want that gray from the cartoon, thanks to, you know, mistake. You get that, probably be able to get that because they know people want that. But you got, of course, black and gray pretty much everywhere else. You got a little bit of red and silver right here, too. And the back, you know, it's a pretty clean backside, all things considered. So there you go. Yeah, my only real complaint is, yeah, the head is a little silly looking. Yeah, he does have his gun, which is done in a bit of that very, very muted silver. It is also blast effect compatible. You can hold that, no problem. He also has these bits, which are the insect legs, but they also have pegs on them. This is where the Evo Fusion comes in. I guess a couple things you can do. You can peg them in here. You can leave them. Believe this. Yeah, pegs where they peg. Wow, I cannot talk right now. This is where peg in alt mode anyway. You can leave them peg there. You can do that. Don't think they fit here. They do not. That is too small. You can peg them in there, or you can peg them in the gun like the Evo Fusion thing, and then just kind of peg them into the sides of the gun like so. Now you have a triple barreled gun thingy. That's pretty neat. And of course they're all plastic compatible, so hey, you know. So that's the gun stuff. But yeah, it's overall, I do like the look of the robot mode, but the head is just a little goofy looking, but at the same time, like, what else were they really gonna do? Because the way Bombshell works is just kind of goofy in general. So, hey. But, articulation, his head can move side to side. There isn't really up and down just because, yeah, the way it works. Also, yeah, you can do that, though, if you want. No doubt someone's going to try to figure out a way to just basically pop this thing off. You can do that. You can move the gun up and down. You can have it, you know, if you want. Like that. Shoulders, you have full 360 right there. You have outward, which actually quite a bit of outward. I guess you have a backwards butterfly from transformation. You do have a bicep swivel. Elbows go more than 90 degrees. There is no wrist swivel, but you can bring the hands inward like that if you want. The waist can swivel like so, unhindered. Hips can go forward that far, go back that far, outward that far. You do have a thigh swivel. Knees a slight bit over 90 degrees there. And ankles, you can tilt about this far before they kind of stop. And the toes, you can, well, you tilt them down, but you can't really tilt them up. So yeah, he's got, you know, pretty decent posability. Just the head is just weird. It just is weird in general. There's nothing you can say about that other than the head is just kind of weird in general. Not only just looks, but posability wise. So there's that. Comparisons. You know, for the sake of it, here it's Earthrise Prime. Here's the which one was this? This was Is this Combiner Wars? Yeah, I think Combiner Wars Bombshell. And of course, his teammates, Shrapnel and Kickback. And that's the thing is, yeah, you can see this is where it makes it obvious that Shrapnel and Bombshell are the same mold. I mean, you got the same thighs and waist and everything. You got the same arm or forearms. There's the shoulders are remolded, the torso's remolded. The feet are somewhat actually pretty similar. There are the shins and feet and everything. Yeah. There you go. There's that. So, yeah. Robot mode. I generally like it. Just the head is weird. That's pretty much my only problem. The head's weird. But yeah, transformation though. Go ahead and first is take that out of his hand, and then separate the these black gun bits off. You'll need those for later. We'll put them off to the side for now though. Right here, first thing first is take this piece right here and just bring it down over top of the head and just tab it in right there and straighten this out. Go ahead right here and just bring that up too if you want. That doesn't really do much of anything. Take the fists and rotate those in like so. Then take the arms and bring them back here. They'll click into place like so. Just kind of leave these kind of like that for now. At the waist here, you want to go ahead and rotate 180 degrees like that. Down here, you want to bring the feet down like so. Then open up these panels. And go ahead and collapse the legs up like this. Let's collapse them up. There's multiple hinges in here. You just want to collapse those up like this. Tab them together, and they'll kind of bring them forward, and they'll kind of somewhat click into place. Right here. Yeah, I want to bring those forward, make sure it's all the way forward like that, click into place, and then right here, what you want to do is then, yeah, bring these forward, yeah, rotate them like this, rotate the forearms like this, so that the peg hole's facing down. And right here, this tab right here will go into a little slot on the thigh, and this tab right here will go into a little slot on the side, this little side piece right here. It's a little tricky to get everything to line up nicely. Sometimes it plays nice, sometimes it does not. That one time it played nice. And then this side as well. Try to get it all lined up. There we go, got that in. Yeah, like that. Take these, you want to go ahead and take these and they'll click up into place like that. And then here you'll take these and you'll peg them in right here like this. It's very somewhat tight. You know, peg them in right there. And voila, and there you go. That is Bombshell in his alt mode if this didn't just come undone. There we go. Yeah, there's Bombshell in his alt mode. Yeah, Bombshell here, it's all the Insecticon, you know, trying to emulate the old G1 toy, which was, you know, in the cartoon and everything. And for better or for worse, this is supposed to be an insect. Very much not realistic, very boxy, but hey, it's accurate to the original toy and everything. So hey, there's that. You do have the whole, yeah, guess what? You can see the robot head just right there, including the face and everything. But not the end of the world, but it is a little disappointing. But there's that. Really, there's not much that you can do in this. You can take the gun here, and there's not really many places to mount it. You can have basically a couple spots, but yeah, that's pretty much it. One side or the other. Articulation, there's really not much. You can move this up and down. You can unclick this and move that a bit. And you can move these side to side, and there's your lot. Really, you can't do much. Whether you want them to or not, you can't really do much. So, yep, that's, for better or for worse, it's G1 accurate. So there you go. It's a G1 accurate Bombshell. Warts and all. So there's that. Some quick comparisons. Here's, I guess, yeah, was it Combiner Wars Bombshell? Yeah, this guy, again, much more like a real, closer to a real beetle, I guess, but yeah, definitely also smaller. Still retains the whole, this is supposed to be the eyes thing, the yellow. Different shade of yellow, though. And again, the whole thing with, yep, here's Shrapnel and Kickback as well. So, yep, here's the three Insecticons, the ones I care about anyway. People like the deluxe Insecticons, but I'm kind of ambivalent towards them, so there you go. I also had one thing I forgot to mention about the robot mode, which is some people, because of the colors, you know, he's got this gray crotch and like black hips, and he's got black crotch and gray hips, and people have been taking to swapping the pieces around to make them match better. So there's that, but it is a bit of an annoyance if you're going to do that, so just an FYI on that, but yeah. I've considered it, but I haven't committed to it yet. But yeah, overall, it's Bombshell. I like how it looks in the robot mode, for the most part, except for, again, the head. The transformation is pretty simple, pretty much like the other two Insecticons, particularly since it makes sense because, you know, he is, you know, heavily modified retooling of one of them anyway. And the bug mode is fine. I mean, if you're looking for genuine accuracy, this is it, but it doesn't do much. It just kind of sits there looking vaguely like a bug thing, vaguely. So there you go. That's Bombshell. I like him more or less well enough, but at the same point, it's time is like, I already bought 2 of them, so might as well complete the set. Unfortunately, people are having a hard time finding him, in part because Pulse had to cancel a bunch of orders, supposedly, because the ones that got, that when their shipment came into, you know, to the warehouse, it was severe. There were a lot of them were severely damaged, supposedly. That's what I'm hearing anyway. Basically, a large chunk of the shipment was severely damaged, and thus they had to cancel a bunch of orders. So, don't know sure if that's true or not, but there you go. Potentially why you might not have a Bombshell. But, yeah, good luck finding one. He's a decent figure, and he looks good with the other Insecticons, and I think that's for a lot of people that will be enough. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media. It's in the description and at the end of the video. And check out my Coffee and my Patreon. I shall see you next time with another video review.